I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't able to go live in the first place. And at the beginning, as I told you before in the live, I needed a full script of my video. It took me maybe around, I remember, 1 hour to write the whole thing on my PC. And after that, I just went on the video, and it took so much time, like 2-3 hours to do a 10-minute video. That was so much work for such little amount of results. And after that, they figured out processes and things I couldn't do better in order to get better results and make sure it's easier. Because I didn't want to write a script for every video I'm doing. Like right now, I'm posting maybe around like 5, around, I would say 5 in average videos on YouTube per day. So if I was writing a script for each one of those videos, I wouldn't sleep, to be honest. So I created a step-by-step process that you can follow in order to make sure that your live streams are as easy as possible and that you see as much return as possible from those live streams. So I'm going to go back and share the screen again, and I'm going to share with you that process. Step number 1 is press the go live button and don't overthink it. As I told you, take action first, figure out the rest later. Just don't think, don't let that thought in your head, oh, what are you going to say? Shut up. Shut that whole thing up, and you take action. You press the live button. That's the first step. Number 2, you make a live stream at regular hours. That's incredibly important to do that, because people will know every day, every day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that there is something that they should check out if they want to get better at marketing their businesses online. Exactly the same thing with whatever you do. Make sure if you decide to go live or to do a show or YouTube videos, make sure that your audience knows, hey, every day at that specific time, or each Mondays, or each time at this specific time, I know this person is going to post something and I need to go jump on there. So make sure you are regular with the time you are posting. That's incredibly important. Next step, refresh the audience on when you're going live. Every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do the Marketing Commandos shows every day with the Clubhouse room as well, the Clubhouse Club Marketing Commandos, if you want to ask your questions. Refresh that, because oftentimes you think that, hey, I just said it at the beginning, they will remember. Now, I can be sure that even if you did like 10 minutes of you only saying that, they maybe won't remember. Maybe they will remember for 5 minutes, but you don't realize how much you gotta pound things into the head of people to make sure they got, because they got other things that they will figure out. Let's say, for example, okay, the guy watched your show, the guy watched your show, they remember it. Okay, every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go to the Marketing Commandos show. And then they got something that's coming in your life. Then mom comes up, hey, like, we got a big party going on. Hey, like, we want you to do it. It's this night, we need you to prepare something. And then all of a sudden, like, they have their minds on all of the businesses, you know what I mean? So that's why you need to remember a lot of times those things, even if you want to do a call to action as well, incitate an action or make them remember something. Like, you never, basically, a rule of thumb is basically that, hey, you cannot say too much. You cannot refresh a room enough. You cannot say too much of those things. Oh, I don't feel comfortable saying that again because I will maybe seem like an annoying person. No, because they won't remember. I guarantee you that. Next step, have a call to action. At the end of your live stream or any pieces of content, as I talked about in previous episodes, always have a call to action. Share the live stream with somebody that will benefit from it. Or buy my product. Check out this page. Check out this new thing I'm doing. Always incitate to have an action. Always. That's incredibly important, because that's the only way you can give the best value to them. You can deliver great value to them via your post or your things that you are posting, but the best way to do that is make them buy or do the actions that you want them to take. Actions, as I told you, is always better and the best way to learn and to do whatever you want. Next, you sell your call to action with stories. How do you do that? I'm going to go over that in more details in a next episode on how you can, like, what are the scripts, what are the things that you need to say in order to use stories to sell, because one-on-one selling is different than one-to-many. One-on-one selling, you're talking to the person, identify their needs, and you propose a solution to them based on the needs that you uncovered. The thing is, you cannot do that on live. Like, I'm talking to a camera, on a PC and nobody's responding to me. I cannot understand what your needs are. So you gotta have a different approach. And the thing is that stories are a great way to do that, to talk to an audience. Like if you see great public speakers, they always use stories because people actually remember stories better. If you teach something via a story, I think there is a chance like 64 around those lines, 64%. Like we have 64% more chances of remembering it, because since the beginning of the times, like when we were caveman guys and girls, like we transmitted things through stories. So our brain is connected to that, to learning things that way. So use stories to sell your things because it will connect more with people, especially stories they can relate to. Those stories, you have to make sure they can relate to you on a deep level. I'm going to go over that in more details in another episode of Marketing Commandos. So make sure that you stay on live, and at every day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you show up because, hey, you want to get that value. Really want to, because that's going to help you to create incredible wealth for your business online.